Hello again, welcome back to the challenge series. It is great to have you back. Today we'll be doing, I don't think we will aim for a specific challenge today, but we will see what we do. Over the last couple episodes, I might have sounded like I have a dry voice or sick. I am not sick. I have just been talking a lot and doing a lot with my voice over the last couple days. It is okay. I do not have corona. In the last episode, we unlocked the Commando Godspeed, which did give our Commando a second choice in the loadout tab with a tactical slide. We will actually go into game very quickly and test out this tactical slide. We will see how useful this is. So the slide is quite a distance. It is on a very low cooldown that is insane, and if you do it in air, you get shot upwards. That is awesome, because just from getting shot upwards, we can do things like this. Like, this is not on purpose, but that was not an effective usage of it. I might be overestimating the launch height. Yes, okay. So the launch height of this is not very much, but it is useful nonetheless. We will go and find this giant and see how well the slide, so you can slide backwards and in any direction. It looks like you can even change the direction mid-slide. You can. So that means that you, if you're evading something, you can slide around the rock. That is very good for projectiles that home, which is awesome. There are not many enemies that have homing projectiles, but there are many enemies, like the Wisp that you just saw, that have a small delay on their tracking system. Sometimes if you are heading in a straight line away from something, the trajectory that they were traveling will still hit you, but now you can travel away and to the side. This slide is a decent distance. Awesome. Okay, we will quit to the menu, change over to multi, as he is my survivor of preference. We could actually, we will do, we'll change it up today. We'll do the Huntress. The Huntress is opinionated to be one of the weaker classes until you are used to the very low base health. As you can see, it's only 90. I believe multi starts at least at about 100 or almost close to 200 health. But the main advantage is that the Huntress does not aim. The Huntress has a tracking system. She has a good range, but she does not have a CC ability. She has a amount of she does not have any hard CC. She does not have a stun. She does not have a knockup. But she does have a slow, which is what you saw. That field does a very large amount of AoE damage, and that is basically it. It will slow all units and do a large amount of AoE. There is perfect example of the very low health that the Huntress has. This giant just took half of it out in one hit. That is crazy. We will very definitely need this healing drone. There are many ways that you can avoid damage as the Huntress. You have a longer range than most other survivors. You have the homing system, and that is a unique feature of the Huntress. Most people, when they are firing, or most champions, are not able to fire and sprint, whereas the Huntress can. So if we are close up against these stone golems, we can purely run around them. As you saw there, our glaive just bounced in between our two targets, making them both take damage. This is a key or a core feature of the Huntress. She is good at taking out multiple enemies in a nearby vicinity. which is currently why I'm standing in a hallway. This is so that the monsters that spawn around me will group together in the hallway, and I will have an easier time of removing them, gaining the gold that I need in the early game, and in general just speeding up the amount of time we are spending. Another usage of the Huntress's R ability is to reposition herself in the air. If you're about to take a large amount of fall damage and your blink ability, which is the shift or the utility, is on cooldown, you can use the R to reduce the fall damage. You can use it to dodge abilities like I just did there, and that is basically it. Your blink will remove fall damage as well, as long as you blink close enough to the ground. You can blink into the ground, which will just put you on the surface of the ground, and to an extent slide you along the surface of the ground. As you saw there, I slid, so the blink is a fixed distance, and you will either slide that far in the air, or that far along the ground, or a certain amount in any set distance that you aim. This can be in combination with your jump to blink up to surfaces. This is not its only purpose, but this is what you use it for. Earlier on, you just use it to maneuver around the map, to be picking up your items, drones, and all of the like. You can use your R to gain height and then chain it with your blink ability to access new heights quickly. We could have walked all the way around, there was no harm in that, but I just decided to show off how some of the Huntress's core mechanics work. I have many hours in this game. I would not say that I am a god at this game, but I would say I am well experienced. This will be an example of not taking full damage as the Huntress by blinking. As displayed earlier, you can also achieve this by using her ultimate, her R. We will head through the teleporter. It is now at the 5-minute mark. This is the approximate time that you want to be hitting the teleporter, even if you have not got as many items as you might prefer. The Huntress's base damage is one of the highest in the game. Instead of taking the fall damage there, we decided to float in the air with our R or our right click, reducing our fall damage as we do not have much health. We do want to be casting our right click at the boss every moment we get, and we do want to be doing what we can. But an open field stone titan as the Huntress is very difficult to do early without the correct loadout. We almost lost it long enough to gain the regeneration from our Lepton Daisy, but that is okay. Even with 2 healing drones, we were unable to take out that stone titan. I did attempt to dodge what I can, but there are some aspects that I could have dodged better. We can hear a stone golem, and we will probably find him later. A sticky bomb is quite useful as the Huntress has quite an has a good proc rate or proc coefficiency of activating an item on her arm. So if we go here and we put this down, you might see we're lucky. No, we did not, but we did have the option to spawn a sticky bomb on any units inside our arm. crowbars are a very good item for the Huntress, because the crowbar means that your initial amount of damage to a target, I believe above 90% health, is increased. And this is useful because when you hit a unit the first time with a glaive, they will take increased damage because they will have full health, and for that reason a crowbar is very useful. Since we have a crowbar printer, we will most likely be using that to our advantage and convert all of our white items into crowbars. We will not convert all of our white items for the boss, into white items, because we do need a couple of those white items to brawl the boss, such as this topaz shield. We will gain a topaz brooch, we will gain a yellow shield for each yellow, as in temporary, for each kill that we get, and this will be core, as we are hoping to be getting many kills with our crowbar that we have, and with the many units that will be spawning around the boss. I do feel that we would be strong enough now with this crowbar to take on the boss, but we will play it safe and find some more chests. These shrines have not been favoring us again, but that happens. We had 2 fungus in 2 runs. Fungus is not the most useful on the Huntress because she does not really have the health to escape when she's in a large amount of danger. And as you need to escape combat to be charging the fungus, it is less effective. Although all you need to do to activate the fungus effect is stand still, which means you can do it in combat. The Huntress's health most definitely does not give you the ability to be standing around taking excess damage. This is very unfortunate to have the bustling fungus. 2 of them would be amazing for the engineer currently, but we do not want any of them on our character. The bustling fungus is a strong item in my opinion, but not for the Huntress. Awesome, we have just unlocked Slaughter. Therefore, we do not need to kill the boss. We'll exit the run by death. We were going to change all of these items into crowbars. It would have been a very good start for the Huntress. But now that we have the challenge Slaughter for killing many units, we do not need to continue. If we head out to the menu, we will find out what our item looks like. There it is. Here we will find this item eventually in the world. The Huntress we have now, 5 minutes into. Oh sorry, our longest run is 5 minutes. We played the Huntress twice. Awesome, so we completed the challenge Slaughter for defeating 3,000 enemies. I will catch you in the next challenge series videos. If you did like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any difficulties with challenges, or if there are any specific challenges that you would like to be completed earlier. Some people might want to learn how to defeat the boss in under 15 seconds, quite quickly. Some people might be after some of the more difficult quests, such as the or the survivors quests, such as Commando's Rolling Thunder. That is quite difficult. It does take some time to get to that stage of the game. And some of them, as another example, the Commando Mastery. Obliterate yourself at an obelisk on Monsoon. We will be doing all of these, but it will unlock many challenges along the way, and therefore we do not want to try to unlock too many challenges in one run. We want to spread these out so that people can find the correct video that they are after to assist them with the challenges, as many of them are quite difficult. They are not all easy. We will catch you in the next video. Have a good day. Goodbye.